Hi.
All right, welcome, Kisha.
Thank you.
So the format of this is that you've provided 5 slides with media on that are going to help you explain your story about Bright Box Makerspace, how it came about, what it is, and what you're doing.
Yeah.
So shall I move straight to the first slide so we can see?
So the slides are just that random. They're just fun for you to look at. So Bright Box Makerspace is, well, we create sneaky learning opportunities for everyone, really, young and old. I mean, those with lots of wisdom and the young ones, to explore and learn creative problem solving. We do that through creating playful activities for people to, people to explore tech, engineering, and arts, which makes a really nice acronym of T. So to explore tech, engineering, and arts, make things, have fun, learn a bit, but they don't know they're learning. So
could you maybe explain what a makerspace is? Because grown-up makerspaces have been around for quite a while. Yeah,
so I think makerspaces, it's a lot more open and broad. So some people think it's a laser cutter, and some people think it's a 3D printer. And then in a school, you might think, oh, it's just a cart with some crowns and scissors and paper and cardboard. And I've really, really explored what makerspace means, and there are lots of frameworks out there where you can look into and decide what types of tools and materials and resources are right for you. My favorite one is by I think it's University of Michigan in the United States, I believe. Don't quote me on that. And it just takes you through the type of the atmosphere that you want to create. And so for us, that's really playful, and that's for adults and children. So going into a community, we really think about what is relevant to that audience at that time, and we bring the appropriate materials based on that. So sorry that it's really vague, but we have everything from laptops, cardboard cutters, Raspberry Pis.
Okay, so it's this combination of like tech creativity, which presumably includes coding and maybe robots, and but also paper, cardboard, physical objects. What kind of?
What do we do?
Do you have photos of people doing
so
this?
You can flick through every 2 minutes, and there's different stuff. So once a month we create an activity for kids invent stuff. It's a YouTube channel which just encourages kids to have a go at inventing something, because who's to say a child couldn't be an inventor? And we create the activity for them to make something at home. And the challenge with this is we have to use materials that anyone, no matter what their income is, could access. And so we usually try to keep it under 5 pounds. And this one is just robot masks. So they take the cardboard, they can literally make any shape they want. We use tin foil and battery packs and a simple LED. And the kids can learn how to make a simple circuit, be a bit creative, add their personality to it. And so it's relevant to them. It's really exciting. So those are the types of activities we do, from like a really simple start, so that's before coding, but then you could see how you could really easily add coding into this and make a simple switch, and that's how we start. It's just a really quick win introduction.
Right, you mentioned circuit, so what circuitry do these masks have?
Can you see who can see a circuit? Can anyone see a circuit? Raise a hand. Yay! So the circuit is just a simple one. It's a red wire and a black wire on the battery pack. So battery is your power source. And then you have an LED, which is just a little tiny light. And then it has a long leg and it has a short leg. And the kids have to try to figure out how to make it work. So which way does the light go? And does it matter? Maybe you can do it both ways. It's up for you to decide. So the kids can add that circuit. And I don't tell them the answers.
Right.
I don't. I just let them figure it out.
Right, yeah. So that's one of the things that I've heard from people that have been, is that it's very, the word is non-directive in child development, that you're not telling kids what to do.
No.
That you're giving them materials in an environment that's welcoming and allowing them to experiment with stuff and make their own mistakes.
Exactly, Yeah, and I do the same with adults. So if you've ever been to one of my workshops, I often have a broom in my hand. And sorry, guys, but I always say it's to keep me from mansplaining. So if I have this broom in my hand, then instead of telling you what to do or looking over your shoulder or getting antsy and giving you all of my great ideas, I sweep the floor because it just keeps me out of trouble. Simply it.
Yeah. So it's a prop to distract yourself.
Yes.
From being
it really is.
As an engineer.
Yeah. Because I get loads of ideas. I see people doing these things all the time. It's quite exciting. Yeah.
Gone the wrong way.
Yeah.
So here's an example of something that's maybe a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, I love this girl. She comes in and all she wants to do is make slime because that's really relevant. And I asked her, do you know Dance Dance Revolution? And she said, what's that? Which really upset me because I'm not that old. Like everything.
Nintendo Wii, what?
Everything I know, you should know because I am not that old. So we showed her some videos of Dance Dance Revolution, and that's what she's doing. She's creating her own Dance Dance Revolution using cardboard. I think it was the Makey she used, and tin foil. So that's what she's doing. Uh-huh. How awesome. Does everyone else know what Dance Dance Revolution is? No. Yes. Yeah. So should I explain this?
Quickly.
So it's like you'd mostly see it in an arcade, and it has some mats on the ground, and then the video shows you which move to do next, and you have to tap your foot in the direction of the arrow that tells you. So it's telling you how to dance, and so that's what she's creating, Dance Dance Revolution.
Cool. So talk to me about how this came about then. How long have you been working to finally have a space to make this real, this idea?
I really wish that I just had an aha moment. It all came to me at once. That'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? So I moved to Sheffield 4 years ago. But before that, I was an engineer, and I grew up in working class community, a white working class community, which is quite different in America. And when I went to university, I realized that there was some, like, everyone else just got it. They just understood what the teacher was talking about. So this thing of problem solving, I didn't learn problem solving. I learned to memorize facts and write those down during a test. So I knew that there was this gap missing. And that's when I actually discovered that I grew up in a working class community, was when I was looking at the difference in education between myself and some of my peers. And that's what drove me to kind of solve this problem of how we're educating children and those gaps in education. Right. And so at first I thought, I'm an engineer, I should create a product. So I tried to create a toy. I sucked at it. I had no idea what kids were going through. What I was doing wasn't relevant at all. You can find it online. It's really embarrassing.
What's it called?
It was a solar-powered car, and it was like in a box that was all glittery and bright purple, and we were Bright Toys at that time. So now we're Bright Box. But it was through that interaction with kids and learning more about what they like and what they're interested in, what they want to do, that I decided, actually, let's go down the workshop route, and I'll just create really bad products all the time. No, I'll create workshops and spaces where kids can explore and create, and we can kind of learn about each other, really. That's how I got started.
Uh-huh. So you had, but that was before you came to Sheffield, was it?
No, that's when I got my master's at the University of Sheffield. Okay. And because there's a whole thing called a visa, and immigration is quite tricky. So I was a student for a year, and then I met the wonderful Sam Deacon and Laura Bennett, and they're like, oh, you know, entrepreneurship, great thing, you could do it. And they had a bit of faith in me that I didn't have in myself at the time. And so that's when I started the toy business under the entrepreneurship scheme.
All right. So at U's up at Sheffield University.
Yeah, University of Sheffield. It was Evolve. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if that's there anymore.
No, I think
the
co-working
space.
It down and shifted it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where I started.
Okay.
But I started the thought process.
Yeah.
Before I moved here.
Yeah, because you've been doing workshops and stuff with kids, and you've been doing Girls with Drills.
Yes.
For quite a while.
Yeah. So, Girls with Drills has been going for a little over a year. So November 2017, we started selling tops, and then women told us, actually, it's all good and fun to raise funding for disadvantaged people, but we don't actually know how to use drills. Can you show us? So, and then the boyfriends were also like, can we come along? And I was like, well, there's obviously a gap here. So I went.
Kids don't learn to use drills anymore. I mean,
no one knows how to use a drill.
Right.
I didn't know how to use a drill.
So that was basically a hashtag and a T-shirt slogan that turned into doing actual events to show people how to use drills. Yeah,
we're going to Liverpool this weekend to show more people how to use drills.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So who are these people?
So CMS Tax and Law.
Yeah.
Do you know them? So this is a team.
In the borough. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a team building workshop with them. They brought 6 of their clients in and their teams, and they had an open. I'm so proud of this. 1 minute. I'm so proud of this because they had an open bar, and the museum told me that it was the quietest the bar has ever been because they were so engaged in building this Rube Goldberg machine. Yeah, we gave them, they had a break for food, and they were like, no, actually, can we just keep building? We had to like tell them, no, toys down, no more playing, you have to go eat. So this was 36 people that never met each other before playing with toys.
Right, and so do you see that being kind of a major part of the service that you offer, in as well as for
definitely.
kids, but for corporate away days and team building?
So I started in kind of disadvantaged communities, but what I've learned is we're all a bit lame and boring, and we just need to play a bit more, have fun and try new things. So you could definitely see who in the room has kind of been stifled by that, the office life, and then the architects were the ones who were more willing to just give it a go and try new things, and they ended up with the best product just because they were so willing to try new things.
I need to turn the dinger off, actually. Just ignore it.
Yeah.
Okay, last slide then.
Yeah, so this is just a plea to come to all of our events. This is a young girl. This is what our Girls with Drills workshop usually looks like if it's a drop-in session. But if you want to come to our events, we've got quite a few this summer, my cheat sheet. We're working with Sarah and the Developer Academy to offer women. So if you are a woman who is interested in dabbling more in digital, there's going to be a course for you that you can come to free of charge. Or if you have a family, if you're part of a family and you want to bribe someone into going into tech, this is a great way to sneak them in. And those dates aren't confirmed, but coming soon. And then we're in libraries all throughout the summer. If you look at the Sheffield City Council Libraries website, you'll find us doing light up alien maps and roving spacecraft in the libraries. And then we'll be at the Light on the 24th of August doing Lego robots, Bull Hills Festival on the 3rd of August with drill art, which is this. And then on the 8th of August, I saw a little girl earlier, for 7 to 11-year-olds, you can build a planter over the day.
All right, cool. And just briefly, where are you? You're in Castlegate?
Yeah, so we're based at 18 Exchange Street in Castlegate, just around the corner from Commune.
And it's Bright Box Makerspace?
Bright Box Makerspace. Bright purple, you can't miss us, that color.
Big round of applause for Kisha, please. Thank you.